Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Bayern Munich have completely dominated against Werder Bremen, and they won their game a 3-0, which was sort of expected. I went for a 2-0 win, and it looked like it was going to end up in a 2-0 win, but they've ended up winning 3-0. So let's go ahead and talk about this game. I mean, it was as one-sided of a game as you could have imagined. Bayern Munich had 20 shots on goal, 12 on target. On the other hand, Werder Bremen, they just had 2 shots in the entirety of that game and 0 on target. It ended a 3-0, but it could quite easily have been 7-0, 8-0, 9-0. That's how good Bayern Munich were on the day. Unfortunately for them, in the first half, they were really wasteful in front of the goal. They created so many chances, but they were just not able to finish them off. Second half, again, I would say that the Bremen should really go ahead and thank their goalkeeper Zetterer. I mean, he made about 6 or 7 really good saves. Otherwise, this goal line could have been really embarrassing for Bremen. Bayern were really good, and again, I feel really bad sort of for Zetterer because of his performance. 3 of the 2 goals were penalties. The first one, the handball, I mean, I really don't know what the defender was doing there. You have defended so good for about 60 plus minutes. You have not been playing really good. You have been completely getting dominated, and it's not like that. They defended really that good. It was the goalkeeper's heroics in the second half. In the first half, Bayern Munich were really wasteful. They really did not take their chances, and then you go ahead and you give a silly penalty. Harry Kane steps up, he scores the goal, and it gets a 1-0. And then even after they get the first goal, Bayern Munich continued to attack. It was literally Bayern Munich dominating Werder Bremen. They really did not have any answer to Bayern's attacks. They barely attacked, created anything. As I said, just 2 shots on goal and none on target as well. So like 80 to 20% possession stats as well. So Bayern was the only team that was trying to create something in that game, trying to score any goals in that game. And they kept on going, and finding the 82nd minute, Leroy Sané goes ahead and this scores that second goal. It becomes a 2-0 for Bayern Munich. But credit to them, credit to Bayern Munich. And I've been saying this for 2-3 months now, before the Christmas break and after the Christmas break, that Bayern are a sort of the team that instill fears into the opposition sides of in the Bundesliga. They are one of those teams, and they have a reputation of that. So they need to continue. In the start of the season under Vincent Company, that fear was not there. Maybe because they did not win the league last year, and then maybe because it was Company and the people, the teams and other people thought that they were not going to be up to it. And at the start of the season, if you look at the first half of the season, there was like a couple of good games with big margin wins for Bayern Munich, which is not what Bayern Munich are really known for. They are known for those big, big wins, humiliating their opponents, instilling fear in them. Now, since the Christmas break, you could see from the last months, you can just see the way that Bayern Munich are playing. They look absolutely phenomenal, and even as I said, after even going 2-0 up, they continue to attack Bremen. They really did not let them, breathe for a single second. And I mean, Jamal Musiala for that third goal, in that instance, I felt sorry for the goalkeeper because he had made a couple of great saves just before conceding that third goal, and I felt sorry for Jamal Musiala because the way that he won the penalty, I mean, he was amazing. He should have taken the penalty in my opinion, but they went ahead and they gave to Harry Kane. I understand they want to make sure, he's the main guy, but you have already won the game. It is the 97th minute of the game, and he has won the he has won the penalty. But you can talk about being professional and bottom. But in my opinion, Musiala should have been given the chance to take the penalty and score it. But they give it to Harry Kane in the 97th minute. He converts it, his second goal of the game, both of them penalties, and it's Bayern Munich's third goal, and the game ends 3-0. And as I said, an easy win for Bayern Munich. A dominating performance from Bayern Munich. A completely dominated. Whatever, and played them out of the park. They never were in the game. Basically, they were just there to see how Bayern Munich are going to attack and how they are going to try to score against them, and they just had to stop that, and they were not really able to do that as well. So a really dominating performance, big win for Bayern Munich. They have gotten the upper hand. They are now 9 points ahead, and they've thrown the gauntlet to Bayer Leverkusen. I think it is really working for Bayern Munich that they are playing first for the last couple of weeks, so they get the win, and then they put the pressure on Leverkusen. Now Leverkusen have to win. There's an added pressure on Leverkusen because then Bayern Munich are now 9 points ahead, and they have to win. I expect Leverkusen to win. In my opinion, I think they are going to win as well. But now the pressure is going to be on them a little bit extra. It was already going on because you cannot, Leverkusen cannot really afford to drop any points even before Bayern Munich had won. So now because Bayern Munich have won it, there's going to be an extra added pressure. So on Leverkusen for tomorrow's game. Bremen on the other hand, I mean, they, as I said, they were never really in the game. they never, it felt like they never really came out for the game. It just felt like Bayern were playing amongst themselves, and Bremen were, some of the reserves for Bayern Munich, and they just were there to just stand there and let Bayern, the first team of Bayern have their fun with it. And that looked like it was quite a disgraceful performance. If you're a Bremen fan, you would be really, angry. You would be really hurt. You would be, in a way, you would, as you said, it was a shameful performance. You would feel shame as a fan that your team could not really do anything in that game. I get that Bayern are really good. They have a really good squad. They played really good, but you need to show some fight. You need to show some, at least, that you're trying to do something. They really did not. They just sat back and they let Bayern have their fun with it, and they really did not try to, create anything. Sometimes if our team is playing that good, and you can try to be a bit of physical, try to make some tackles, try to put them under pressure, but they never really did that. They just sat back, they let Bayern Munich have their fun with it, and they ended up, and as I keep on saying, if not for Zetterer in the goal, I seriously think it could have been easily been 6 or 7-0 for Bayern Munich, but because of the goalkeeper, they somehow saved. And I should thank Bayern Munich, strikers as well in that first half, because they were really wasteful. They missed a lot of good chances. Otherwise, it could have been a bigger, humiliating defeat for them. It's already a humiliating defeat. You can look at Spain and you can say, okay, maybe it's a Spain, but when you look at the game and the way that the game was played, it was really quite shameful. I often say the phrase "men against boys." It was not even men against boys. It looked like men against kindergarten kids. It was so bad for them, for Bremen. So they really need to get back up if they really want to try to qualify for European places. It's not really looking good for them. Their form has not been good, and yet another defeat, and the defeat in this fashion, I think it's gonna hurt them mentally as well. Not just the points, and not, I think the more effect is gonna happen on the Bremen players, on the mental state, because how easy it was for Bayern Munich to go ahead and have fun for them. Bayern, as I said before, 9 points clear. They're just gonna now enjoy, and they're gonna wait, and you're gonna see how Leverkusen can respond, and it's going to be quite interesting that Leverkusen game as well. But an amazing night for Bayern Munich. They go ahead 9 points at the top of the table, very easy in the end. They completely dominated, nothing else to say. A really great night for Bayern Munich, and now they would just hope to say, they would hope that Leverkusen somehow drop the points, but I really don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah, that is for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Bayern's performance, what you guys thought of Bremen's performance as well. Do you think, I keep on asking every weekend because it is not sure at the moment, do you think Bayern Munich are getting on that run where it is going to be really hard to stop them, and that run is going to take them to the title? Or do you think there is some still some problems in Bayern Munich, some cracks that you can find and you can hurt Bayern Munich? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of February, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.